Good morning and welcome into Mornings on Main Street. Chris Yao, Justin Kulik, and you starring in this beautiful Nashville, mid-Tennessee, middle of the week show. We appreciate you guys being here. Man, what a beautiful day in downtown Nashville.
Grand bring in there. That was great.
Thank you. It was, man, this is one of the better weeks, man. You got we got Monday off, so short week. It's a good week.
New year coming up into 2022.
Yeah. How you feeling about the end of 2022?
I don't know, man. Not feeling horrible about it, it's not.
But this wasn't really that bad of a year.
Yeah, I know. Like when you compare it to the ones previous, for sure. It's funny. I kind of just loop together 20 through 2022 for some reason. Like they were all 1 year.
And well, for sure, last year kind of felt like just it was a redo of 2020.
Exactly, like a bounce back.
But really, 2022 hasn't been like some terrible year. We haven't had a whole lot of issues.
Right. I agree.
So yeah, I mean, I feel like 2022, comparatively speaking, pretty solid year. Looking forward to 2023
definitely.
though.
Me too, man. I think 2023 is going to be a huge year. Like, you know how, I don't know, like how correct this is. So, I'm going to tread lightly here, but as everybody after the Great Depression, everybody kind of like rose up. Not that this was the Great Depression. I'm not comparing it to a Great Depression. It's just something that society had to deal with as far as pandemic goes. And then everybody kind of started rising up, and you got like businesses popping up, and everybody kind of went on a nice run afterwards. Like after the dust settled, after the Depression. And I think that's going to happen. I hope that happens with the pandemic. I think everybody's going to turn it around. Everybody's going to get back at that fighting spirit. It's like, all right, we've had a couple years to all right, this was weird, but I'm rambling at this point. But.
I can see your point there. I feel like, I still think there's some economic issues on the horizon that we may have to deal with.
Ripple effects.
But yeah, I mean, there's going to be some issues with inflation continuing due to, the fact that, those $600 checks weren't free.
Right. Came from somewhere.
They were, welcomed at the time, but we're going to pay for them eventually. And I feel like that's going to be kind of a recurring thing over the next couple of years. But once we get through, because again, the Great Depression was like, 8 or 9 years long, right? Even
it was a while.
Maybe longer, because I mean, we didn't really get out of it completely until World War II ended.
Right.
And so, but then once we did get out, like you said,
yeah, a long time after.
It was a 20-25 year period of
killing it.
Pretty great stuff economically.
Right.
Socially, we still, still had
working on it.
Had a ways, yeah. Especially down here in the South, we had some issues, but
sometimes.
But we're past that now. I mean, for the most part,
right.
We're getting there, and so yeah, it would be nice to see a like a little economic upturn.
Yeah, like
the next 5 or 6
years.
Energy,
just high energy. It's just what we need in the streets.
I'm for it, and I like the optimism.
Thanks, man. I just half full. Some people know glass. There's glass.
Yeah, it just depends on what subject we're on here.
Very true. Yeah,
we're talking Braves today. I'm happy. The Braves.
Heck yeah! Sorry. Whoa.
Big signing for the Braves. They signed Sean Murphy, the catcher, to a 7-year deal. So that's awesome. Exciting.
That is exciting. Don't you love when your team makes moves?
Well, it's kind of weird because we have two glaring holes. We have a shortstop and left field option, and then we had both of our catchers made the All-Star team. So what did we do? We went out and signed a catcher. It's kind of weird. but also like he's a Gold Glove catcher, so you can't be mad about it.
Right.
It's just weird.
Like maybe they're either about to do a lot of moving or none.
I don't think anything's coming. So, yeah, I'm really curious to see how that plays out for the Braves. On the other side, the Titans. I'm a
Never
no
knew
glass kind of
better.
guy.
Yeah, I know, man. Like I said, I had a dream about it last night. I dreamt that I woke up and they were playing, and it was 28-0 by halftime.
So I saw someone selling their tickets for $450 for a pair for 300 level tickets, double letter row.
Why? Oh, because it's Dallas fans.
That's what I'm thinking. There's no way a Titans fan is paying $45 for a pair of 300 level double letter row tickets.
I assume they'd give them out in the paper. They apparently did at one point.
What is this, 2003?
Yeah, exactly.
No, I mean, I love print media, but they haven't given out. Like it's a personal ad or something.
Exactly. Dang, that actually sucks, man. You hate to see that because you know it's Dallas fans. You know
these Cowboys fans are going to absolutely
travel well. Yeah,
they don't have to travel because it's America's team and they're everywhere. You know, and I saw someone said that that Cowboys fans are struggling right now because they can't focus on Yankees spring training yet because their team might be good.
Exactly.
And none of them know that Duke basketball is even existing right now.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like the classic when Alabama too, like the classic college football Alabama fan. Nick Saban.
Big Bama football fan, Kentucky basketball fan.
Exactly. It used to be that in Oregon football. You're an Oregon fan now?
Big fan. No, we don't. And see, like people from Alabama, basketball was kind of, ironically, it was pretty good in the 80s and 90s. You probably don't. Do you remember Antonio McDyess? Played for the Nuggets.
It's a cool name, man.
Yeah, he is a great name. So really cool name. He played for Alabama in the mid 90s. That's one of the first college basketball players that I remember. But also, Latrell Sprewell and Robert Horry both played at Alabama.
This is true.
So
it's true. They have. I mean, I don't see how they couldn't attract talent.
But it's weird that Alabama football fans end up Duke or Kentucky basketball fans or whatever.
It is an interesting coincidence.
But that's the same way with Cowboys fans. They're kind of everywhere, and so
Raiders up to a point. They've gotten a little bit chiller due to recent record situations.
I love that. You're right though. The Raiders and the Steelers had nationwide fan bases.
Yeah, Steelers too. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I kind of liked the Steelers when they had Antonio Brown and Le'Veon Bell. I was like, they're cold. And
so
surprised they never won anything.
I will tell you a funny story. It's a story. I'll let you decide if it's funny. It's not really funny at all, actually. Now that I think about it. When I first moved here in 2017, I didn't care about the NFL.
Right. You had things going on.
Well, I'm from Alabama. We don't even know the NFL exists. On Sunday, like we don't do anything. We play video games on Sunday. Like literally do not care. I don't even know that they have NFL games on TV anymore in Alabama.
That's funny. It makes sense though. Like on your local network. Yeah, I feel you. They probably don't.
I couldn't tell you. I don't know. I never saw one. So I didn't really have a team.
Right.
And I thought, well, if I'm in an NFL city, I should probably have a team.
Yeah, you were like, okay, this is kind of cool. It's like when I moved to Atlanta for a year, and Atlanta United was playing it was a cheaper ticket than a Falcons game, and I was like, you know what? Let's see
I'll be a fan.
What's going on? It's right down the road.
Yeah. So I decided, because I'm from Birmingham,
right,
Steel City, my two best friends in town were from Pittsburgh.
So you were like, I have an in.
It's like I'm in. I'm a Steelers fan.
Mafia, yeah.
Let's do it. I'm a Steelers fan. So I decided for 1 year I'm rooting for the Steelers. And so like I go to, this is back when Piranha's was open.
Like the movie?
No, Piranha's on like 3rd Avenue.
Oh,
They had the
gotcha.
donut burger and all that crap. It was
Yeah, yeah,
is
yeah.
the most disgusting place
Why
in
would I
all
think the movie? Like,
I have no idea.
weird
But it
guess.
was the most disgusting place in Nashville. I promise you, like,
I promise.
it was there was mold in there from 1944.
That's some old
I mean,
mold.
it was bad, but we had a good time. Uh,
Right, it was had to
so
be.
so that's where the Steelers fans met to, like, watch the game.
And
So
piranha, see you at Peas.
exactly.
Common phrase.
I'll see you at the teeth place. Uh,
With the fish place.
and so I enjoyed it. We had a good time. We watched the game and
Did your towel thing?
I didn't have a terrible towel. I needed one. I,
You'd
I,
earn
I
one,
might still
probably.
be a Pittsburgh fan if I had a terrible towel.
If only they would have
But
taken a little interest in you.
as the season progressed, the crowds kind of died down, and my interest, I really wasn't that interested,
Right.
and I wasn't a big fan of the Steelers in general. Like I never was. But I thought, Pittsburgh of the South, that's Birmingham. It just makes a lot of sense. I should be a Steelers fan. So
Okay, yeah. No, I was like that with Green Bay. So I was my first jersey ever was Brett Favre.
I'm sorry.
No, I know, right?
That
Like,
that aged well.
I know. Like, I can't say that he was my favorite quarterback. I would never say that because he's bad, man. He's bad. I had to make a choice. Like when they beat the Steelers actually in the Super Bowl with Aaron Rodgers, I was a
Yeah.
huge Green Bay fan at that point, which is like my first time ever admitting that. And like whenever you like tell your parents that you're a fan of something, and your mom kind of goes all out for you with that one thing during the Christmas, she got me everything like drapes, a bed cover, like everything localized of Green Bay, color scheme, dresser. It was crazy. She got some sort of
Oops.
deal in like this
Yes, she did.
Health Network, like
She went to
magazine.
Bargain Hunt and
Bro,
loaded up.
someone was getting rid of something and she was like grasping at that opportunity. It was crazy. But
That's
yeah,
hilarious.
for a while I was
Well,
like, all right, I guess we're
that's
riding this train.
the thing is, that's the same year that the Titans went to the AFC Championship game,
Right.
and the year that we beat Brady.
Oh
And
wait, no.
so
When
this
Green
is
Bay won?
no. I'm
Or when
talking
you were okay,
when I
gotcha.
was a Steelers fan.
I
So
was like,
me and my buddies go to a guy who's a huge Titans fan. We go to his house. He's one of our whiskey friends,
mhm,
and so we drink this like 18 flight like sample of the best whiskey on earth, like
right.
every good thing that you can
Taking
think of.
flights.
If you
Let
you
it
name
flight.
a good whiskey, we had it that night. Okay.
Love it.
And they beat Brady, and I'm just like, this is fun. I was
Right.
actually invested in that. And I think it
Exactly.
was because I was in Nashville.
Yeah,
I
dude,
had
I felt
nothing. I mean, I was
right.
surrounded by Steelers fans at the bar, but I had it was me and like 3 other people
It's like
at this guy's
butterflies.
house, and I was way more invested in the Titans than I ever had been in the Steelers. So I was
Man,
like, well, maybe I'm just a Titans fan and I just got to deal with it.
exactly,
So
dude. Same exact thing happened to me. Like my dad was working for a different place before this. It was when Kerry Collins took over for Vince Young and they played the Eagles and Kenny Britt had that over 200-yard game.
yeah,
So it was the worst first half ever. Like I was sitting in the box of where my dad was working. He was in a suit. He hating his life too. And they were just running the ball. Then they put Kerry Collins in at halftime. And it was electric, just
remember when
electricity.
Kerry Collins showed up at halftime? The Mud Dogs won the Bourbon Bowl, huh? Do you?
I'm telling you, Kerry Collins is a hero to me because of this game. Like he came in and just started firing him to Kenny Britt, and I'm like, Kenny Britt, like 232 yards. It was electric, and Michael Vick was playing for the Eagles, so that was cool too, to see him come in and like just be that fast, dude. He was incredible, like on his feet in real life. But anyways, yeah, that's the day. I was a closet fan.
That's what happened to me. So I became a Titans fan that day, and here I am.
Yeah, it was crazy, man. That was so.
Huh.
It changed my life.
I don't know. I mean, it did. It certainly changed my. I was so excited because I mean,
Yeah, that's the thing. That was such a good game. Johnny making that catch too.
yeah. I mean, one cheek equals 2 feet, baby.
Man, that was such a good catch. So underrated. That
And
really set
then
the tone.
And then you go to the AFC Championship game, and you barely lose to the Chiefs, who end up winning the Super Bowl, and you're like, okay, we got a shot here.
You like the crew.
2 years later, we're
selling out to the Zeeks.
So it's just unfortunate, man.
It is unfortunate.
Here's the thing. The good thing is, look, this Sunday or this Thursday doesn't matter.
That's true, record-wise.
The next Sunday is a win-win situation. You either win and you're in the playoffs and you have a shot at the Super Bowl because, hey, you never know. It could happen.
You never know in the NFL.
Or you lose and you get a top 12 draft pick.
Right.
It's literally the best win-win situation of all time.
I was thinking, like, how are we not in a rebuild, though, right? Because that's J-Rob's team. Everybody that is currently playing on that roster was handpicked by him and Vrabel.
Well, I don't know about that. Not the ones currently playing. I mean, the people who are on the roster, sure, but most of them are on the injury report.
That's true. The starters, but they'll eventually come back. The circulation and all. He picks the practice squad guys, probably, right?
I mean, probably some of them, but my guess is that's probably a Vrabel thing.
Really?
My guess is, yeah. I mean,
I
would think that Vrabel would want to have certain guys, specific type of guys, on the practice squad.
Right.
See, I think that's one of the problems is we've got guys that aren't necessarily fitting our system on the practice squad because we have them to practice against for the teams we play.
That's true.
Not necessarily for our team.
And I heard a good question the other day. It's like with not Aaron Rodgers, AJ Brown last year, like it was always kind of something that was held over his head, his injuries. Like, are you going to, he never really could get back to his rookie season where he wasn't going off and just healthy as a mule each time. And it's just a curious question. He's healthy again, same way he was his rookie season with Philadelphia. It's a question to ask. What, if anything, they're doing differently? Maybe at Philadelphia's strength and conditioning facilities as they're doing compared to what they were doing at the Titans. Because I mean, it's a certain point where the injuries, man. It's like
it's a fair question.
I mean, just to ask, like, and Roger Saffold was brought up with the Bills. He's played every game this year. I think -1, maybe, give or take one. But again, the question it'd be cool to ask him.
David Quisenberry.
Exactly. Quisenberry, Conklin, been in different programs.
No issues.
Right. Playing every game. It's just, and it's not really a question. It's like,
what's the deal?
Always a question.
What's the deal?
Right.
That's the question. Well, that got kind of off the rails, but also it was really that was intriguing commentary there.
Right.
So what we need to do, since it's 20 after, we need to get to today's weather.
Right. Let's do it. Wetter.
The weather report.
The weather report is brought to you by possibly you.
That may be the best accent you've done so far.
I take that. I'm going to take that as a compliment. Right. I don't know, man.
The Elmer Fudd. I'm hunting wabbits.
One time I did a Mickey Mouse accent, and my friend looked at me and he's like, "Didn't know you could do that," and I just didn't know I could do it either. I'm not going to do it now. Okay, I'll do it fine. Oh boy.
It's so great. Where's the joke? I need a joke.
Oh yeah, I got you ready. So, what happens? What happens when it rains cats and dogs?
I don't know.
You might step in a poodle.
Oh, you might. That's very true. It could happen.
I think that's my favorite.
Go for it.
So high 56, low 46. That's good golf weather, man. Actually, it's perfect outside for that. A little snow still on the ground here in the Lebanon area. Sunny, 6% chance of rain. Looks very, very clear here, but you never know about that 6%. I always think of that movie Holes, creeping over into the sun.
You never know.
Stanley Yelnats. UVNX 2 out of 10 said I'm a lot. But yeah, that's your weather for today.
All right. Well, we'll take a look now at your right now traffic. Traffic you by 54, the Nashville area nonprofit serving older adults. They're a proud partner with the All of Us research program from the National Institutes of Health. Learn how you can help change the future of health by visiting the website joinallofus.org/50forward. All right. Looking downtown, Justin, looking good for the most part. We've got some merging delays at the 2465 split coming into the downtown loop. It looks like right there at the Topgolf Nissan Stadium exit, there's some slow moving traffic heading out on 24 eastbound, but everything else looking good. 440 split looking good. The rest of the downtown loop is perfect. So no issues unless you're on that 24 east route there. Outside of Nashville, we've got a little bit of an issue, a little slow moving traffic on 24 east out of Jolton coming into town on the north side, but that's about it. Clarksville's looking good. Hendersonville, Gallatin, Lebanon, Murfreesboro, Columbia, and Dixon. No major issues on any streets, roads, or interstates there. So pretty good day, Justin.
Yeah, man. I know. With the weather, get out there and enjoy it, folks.
Man.
Go frolic. When's the last time you frolicked?
Yeah. I tiptoed to the tulips not too long ago.
It's good. It's good to get that in at least once a month.
You got to. All right, we're going to take a break, and hopefully Justin's food has been delivered.
Yeah, it's so out there.
Go check the front door and see if you got some food out there, and we'll get a report on the other side of this break on Mornings on Main Street whether or not the food is there, and if it is, great. If it's not, we got a problem. So stick around and find out. Will there be an issue? We'll tell you after this on Mornings on Main Street.
Cliffhanger.
You've been putting back a few, and a few becomes a few too many. For a moment, you think about calling for a ride. Nah, you live nearby. What's the worst that can happen? You get pulled over, your insurance goes up, you lose your license, you total your car, you kill someone.
Walmart Supply Chain is hiring in Lebanon. Earn up to $22.25 an hour when you join our new fulfillment center. Enjoy competitive pay and premium perks, including 100% paid college tuition, 401k match, flexible schedules, a free Walmart Plus membership that includes discounts, and free Paramount Plus, paid time off, and so much more. Fulfilling work starts right here. Text JOIN to 240240. That's JOIN 240240 to apply now.
When I made the decision to host the Plaster and Friends Celebrity Bowling Night, Strike and Spare is where I turned. And what a wise decision that turned out to be. They have 5 locations in our area with family attractions. They're perfect for birthdays, groups and corporate outings, and holiday parties. For more info, it's simple. Go to strikeandspare.com.
A man was critically injured following a crash early Friday morning. Officers at the scene said the victim was driving a pickup truck when he lost control of the vehicle. The pickup veered left and went into a ditch. A front seat passenger was wearing a seatbelt and escaped the crash without injury. The driver was not wearing a seatbelt and was ejected from the truck. He died at the scene. Law enforcement writes tickets to save lives.
Welcome to the Omni Nashville Hotel. Urban elegance with a vintage touch. Our 800-room hotel opened up in the fall of 2013 with 746 guest rooms and 54 suites.
This holiday season, the largest lantern event in the country returns to Nashville Zoo. After sunset, come see more than 1,000 Chinese lanterns. All new designs, including mythical beasts, a fantastical North Pole village, even a dragon soaring over your head. Welcome back to Zoo Illumination at Nashville Zoo. Bigger, brighter, and better than ever.
When I made the decision to host the Plaster and Friends Celebrity Bowling Night, Strike and Spare is where I turned. And what a wise decision that turned out to be. They have 5 locations in our area with family attractions. They're perfect for birthdays, groups and corporate outings, and holiday parties. For more info, it's simple. Go to strikeandspare.com.
I'm Bart Durham.
I was sworn in as a lawyer in 1963, and I've been working as a lawyer since then.
We're a firm that does exclusively personal injury, a lot of tractor-trailer crashes. Insurance companies will open up their checkbooks when you force them to.
We have systems that work.
We get the most money for our clients in the shortest amount of time.
I'm Blair Durham. My dad and I want to help. Give us a call at 615-242-9000.
All right, this is my favorite music you've played so far. This is good.
This is good. I like this.
This is solid stuff right here. Oh, welcome back into this. What's that?
It's like Rocky.
That's exactly literally the first thought that came to my mind was this sounds like Rocky.
Yes.
So yes, that is perfect. I'm glad that's what you went to too, because like I was like, I don't want to say that it sounds like Rocky and sound like an idiot, but
no, I'll take that plunge every time.
Like I don't care. Man, what a beautiful day it is in downtown Nashville.
I got my stuff, man.
Yeah, you got your food. I'm just gonna have to call you out here. Three biscuits.
I got people here.
3 biscuits.
No friends.
It's a lot of biscuits.
So it is, man. It is. And I spoke about this. I thought we were in confidence. I'm just kidding. I have a problem with quantities. Like when they get to the screen and they're like, how many do you want though? And you hit the drop down. To me, it's like, it looks good to do more than one. I'm like, I'm going to definitely need more than one of these.
So you just got the extra third one for good measure.
Right. I guess so, man. It's a problem that I don't think is common now that I'm expressing it.
Look, here's the thing. No, I don't think to be but let me just put this out there because I might have a logical explanation for what you're doing here. You may not have thought about this, but subconsciously you paid nearly $35 for breakfast to be delivered to you.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you got 3 biscuits, 2 hash browns. That's basically like 2.5 meals. Okay.
Feed a crew
for $33. Well, if you're going to have a meal delivered to you, there's no reason to get like 1 biscuit and 1 hash brown. Like,
thank you.
Give me enough food to make it worth my while and yours.
Let's have a transaction here. Let's buy in bulk. Let's do some Costco stuff here.
It makes more sense.
Thank you.
I'm kind of okay with this because I mean, if I'm gonna order food from somewhere like that, it's gonna be enough food to make it worth everyone's while.
Dude, it's awesome right now because you look like with the second microphone, it looks like you're standing at a podium giving a speech.
Oh,
it's awesome. No, I love it.
Yeah.
It's awesome. Like you're out here announcing stuff.
Also have secondary headphones.
Oh, 2 headphones, but I got me a few on.
And I can hear out of both of them, so that's weird. Yeah, we won't do that anymore.
I put my name as Terrell Owens.
UTC grad, baby. That's funny.
That's on my Uber Eats account.
Do you always do that? Just random, like,
yeah, yeah. With the amount of
they're going back to like they're going back to their buddies and they're like, dude, I delivered to Terrell Owens' house.
Yeah, TO, baby. That's what I want. That's what I want them to think.
They have no idea.
Might be going. Like I'm like maybe his assistant.
Next time, you still got that Brett Favre jersey? Sign it, leave it outside.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank God I never did one of him. Oh gosh.
Oh, that'd be hilarious. You
Yes,
just gotta hope. Yeah, you gotta hope that certain people don't accept that order.
No, don't know who he is, and then they'll be like, "Why? Why would I want this?"
No, I'm not doing this.
Yeah.
Oh man. Anyway, we've got some stories to get to, so let's get to them.
Let's do it.
First thing I want to get to is the unemployment rate, because November's unemployment numbers improved in a majority of Tennessee's 95 counties, according to the newly released data from the Department of Labor and Workforce Development. 62 counties experienced a drop in jobless rates during November when compared to the previous month. The rates remained the same in 25 counties and increased slightly in the remaining 8. Nearly every county in Tennessee logged an unemployment rate below 5%. Only 3 marked rates exceeding 5 but under 10. Williamson, Moore, and Cheatham counties each had a rate of 2.5% in November, the lowest in the state. Williamson County's rate actually increased 0.1 percentage point compared to October's revised figure, while Cheatham and Moore counties saw their rates decline by 0.1%. With rates of 2.6%, Wilson, Rutherford, and Sumner counties had the next lowest November unemployment in Tennessee. Sumner County's rate went down 0.2 percentage points. Rutherford dropped by 0.1, and Wilson number stayed unchanged. The highest unemployment rate belongs to Bledsoe County, while Perry and Scott counties also had the next highest rates for November at 5%. Tennessee's statewide seasonally adjusted unemployment rate for November remained unchanged from October at 3.5. There was an in-depth analysis by the Department of Labor, and the state's county unemployment data is available at tnworkready.com. Next, we got some state laws that are set to take effect in the coming year. Collection of bills passed by the 2022 General Assembly will become effective January 1st. It includes key legislation that provides tax relief to farmers. The law exempts farmers from sales tax on items and services used for agricultural production, including building materials, repair services, and labor, among other expenses in agriculture production. The tax reduction totals $2.8 million and does not include items such as automobiles, household appliances, or fuel used in vehicles that travel on public highways. Agriculture is the backbone of Tennessee's economy, and I am glad we can provide assistance to hardworking farmers who are dedicated to putting food on the tables of families across the region, said Senator John Stevens of Huntingdon, who sponsored the legislation. By eliminating this sales tax, we can help small family farms stay in the business for generations by lowering costs and making it easier to turn a profit. I'm very pleased to have had the privilege to sponsor legislation that made this possible. Another new law aims to support foster youth. The law reimburses eligible relatives of foster youth to support the cost of raising the child. It also expands eligibility to ages 18 to 21 for foster youth transitioning from state custody unto adulthood for access services. 2 other new laws offer consumer and privacy protections. One of them requires businesses that allow someone to sign up for a service or subscription online to provide a clear way to end or cancel the subscription without any additional steps. Now, this is a welcome new law, Justin.
Yeah, everything you just said, that's great news.
All I'm saying is, if I sign up for your service and you make it more difficult to cancel than it is to sign up, that should be illegal, and it now is.
Oh, that's fantastic.
I didn't
even think about that, really.
Well, yeah, I mean, people are out here making it, ultra difficult to cancel a subscription.
I do hate that.
And, that's kind of, negotiating in bad faith to me.
I agree.
And that makes me even more angry at you as a company. So I'm definitely not ever coming back.
And I might even get a sign.
That's exactly right. Well, now if they do that, if there's not a clear way to end or cancel the subscription without additional steps, it's against the law here in Tennessee.
Yes,
it's exciting. That's right. You can. The individual who suffered a loss may, in fact, bring civil action for damages.
Boom.
The other law strengthens privacy protections for homeowners in Tennessee who may not want their home address easily accessible. The law allows homeowners to file a written request to the property assessor to have their first and last name appear as unlisted in the ownership field of online databases. I'll tell you, it reminds me of, and I know you have no idea what I'm about to talk about, but when everyone had home phones and you had phone books, there were a lot of numbers that were unlisted. You didn't want your phone number in the book.
I still remember my landline phone number.
Do
449-470. Oh yeah, absolutely. I had to remember that, and I was very much involved in the Yellow Pages days. I looked up a few household like girl names that I knew in school by Yellow Pages, which is really risky when you look back on it. I'm like, wow, well, the gall of me calling a household.
Okay, so
I mean, like, can I talk to, like, I was like 7. No, not that young, but
when I was in middle school, it was late 90s, so everybody had home phones, right?
Right.
And we called me and a buddy of mine called every person in the phone book with the last name Green looking for a girl that we went to school with named Amanda.
Right, dude. Yes, exactly. I bet
every single one of them. So that's probably why most of those people had their phone numbers unlisted in the next phone book.
Absolutely, dude. We used to call so many people and just say the stupidest stuff like, "Hey, we're calling the wrong number right now." Like, good one, man. Good one.
Hey, man, is your refrigerator running?
Exactly, stuff like that. I didn't want to say that one as an example, but that's all we had.
We used to have you've seen the picture, the Halloween picture of me in the convenience store that our family owned. You know, people call all the time. You got Prince Albert in a can? Better let him out.
Right, exactly.
Ridiculous.
Then you hunt him down. I'm just kidding. Take him out.
Ridiculous. But yeah. So yeah, new laws coming up.
Cool.
And finally, one more new law. Another new law mandates annual human trafficking training. This is to prevent human trafficking. They're not training folks.
This is not gas prices.
This is. Oh no, we're still on the new laws.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Still on new laws. Sorry. The new law requires Department of Correction, Mental Health and Substance Abuse Services, and the Department of Human Services directed to work with nonprofit charitable organizations to provide mandatory training to appropriate personnel on the identification, intervention, prevention, and treatment of human trafficking victims. Now we can talk about gas prices. Gas prices across the state are now starting to show signs of stabilization. Today's gas price average is only a penny cheaper than last week, and the average is now $2.73, which is nearly 38 cents less expensive than a month ago and 25 cents less than a year ago. Falling gas prices early last week gave way to some slight fluctuation in prices over the weekend, Megan Cooper, a spokesperson for AAA, said. This could be a sign that Tennessee gas prices are beginning to stabilize. Over the last week, our metro area saw a wide range of fluctuation, and it's likely that fluctuation will continue through the new year. On Christmas Day, the gas price average was $2.73 per gallon, 26 cents cheaper than what travelers paid in 2021. A few quick facts. 54% of Tennessee gas stations have a price below $2.75. The lowest 10% of prices is $2.39 for regular unleaded. The highest are $3.10 for regular. And Tennessee is the 7th least expensive market in the nation. How about that?
Those are some gas facts.
Gas facts. That's
facts.
right. We would not gaslight you either about them.
Yeah.
No.
Exactly.
Couple of things I want to get to. A little bonus story today. Southwest Airlines. We talked a little bit about. Yeah, we can take this out. We talked a little bit yesterday about Southwest and all of the issues that they've been having. I did see a note from a Southwest employee who's probably going to get fired if they figure out who she is.
Yeah. That's
Yeah. So here's some information. It's from Reddit.
Got it.
This is from an alleged employee who says, "We are sorry. Please be patient with us. We desperately want to do everything we can to get you where you're going. This is because the crew scheduling software went belly up and almost has to be unraveled over the phone with crew members calling scheduling. If we had better technology, which eliminated the need for phone calls, this would have been fixed by now. If you're able to find alternative transportation, do it. Southwest will not. This is from Reddit. Southwest will not be able to get you to your destination anytime in the next few days. Basically, she said, over the next 3 days, plan on a cancellation. 4 to 7 days, you're probably going to go likely as scheduled, and 7+ days should see operational recovery. But if you've lost your luggage, probably going to be a month before you get your luggage back.
Oh my goodness, man. Could you imagine having all that luggage and not knowing where it goes? Oh.
Could I imagine? No, I cannot imagine.
No.
But we do have a video from Southwest Airlines CEO explaining a little bit about what kind of happened here. And obviously this is going to be their version of things, but I think he is pretty candid in this interview or in this press release. So I wanted to show you guys this, because if you're out there and you are dealing with the Southwest issue, perhaps this will give you at least a little bit of peace of mind. So roll that beautiful bean footage.
I want everyone who is dealing with the problems we've been facing, whether you haven't been able to get to where you need to go, or you're one of our heroic employees caught up in a massive effort to stabilize the airline, to know is that we're doing everything we can to return to a normal operation. And please also hear that I'm truly sorry. Here's why this giant puzzle is taking us several days to solve. Southwest is the largest carrier in the country, not only because of our value and our values, but because we build our flight schedule around communities, not hubs. So we're the largest airline in 23 of the top 25 travel markets in the U.S. Cities where large numbers of scheduled flights simultaneously froze as record bitter cold brought challenges for all airlines. Our network is highly complex, and the operation of the airline counts on all the pieces, especially aircraft and crews, remaining in motion to where they're planned to go. With our large fleet of airplanes and flight crews out of position in dozens of locations, and after days of trying to operate as much of our full schedule across the busy holiday weekend, we reached a decision point to significantly reduce our flying to catch up. We're focused on safely getting all of the pieces back into position to end this rolling struggle. I have nothing but pride and respect for the efforts of the people of Southwest, who are showing up in every way. The tools we use to recover from disruption serve us well 99% of the time, but clearly we need to double down on our already existing plans to upgrade systems for these extreme circumstances so that we never again face what's happening right now. I'm apologizing to them daily, and they'll be hearing more about our specific plans to ensure the challenges that they faced the past few days will not be part of our future. I reached out to Secretary Buttigieg earlier today to continue the discussions we've been having with the DOT through the holidays, sharing all the things that we're doing to make things right for our customers. We always take care of our customers, and we will lean in and go above and beyond as they would expect us to. Teams are working on all of that, processing refunds, proactively reaching out and taking care of customers who are dealing with costly detours and reroutes. It's just a few examples. Our plan for the next few days is to fly a reduced schedule and reposition our people and planes, and we're making headway, and we're optimistic to be back on track before next week. We have some real work to do in making this right. For now, I want you to know that we're committed to that.
Oh, they're committed, all right.
Yeah, I mean, you would hope they would. So this affected my parents going to.
Oh, they're in New Orleans.
Yeah, so they drove instead.
They drove. See, man, if they only knew, $45 one-way train ticket.
Ooh,
Amtrak.
My dad definitely would have done that.
Oh yeah, I mean,
1,000,000%.
It is so much fun too. Take the train to New Orleans. Oh, it's wonderful.
That's such a good idea.
And you can, and then you can just the whole time you just play "Riding on City of New Orleans"
and
Illinois Central.
Bayou.
Yeah, well, listen, I'm a big fan of New Orleans.
Me too. It's so nice there.
It is probably it. So we went there on my senior trip.
Oh wow.
They're in San Antonio. Yeah, there's a long story behind that. But yeah, New Orleans, great place for the Christian school senior trip. Trust me.
I heard that gets rowdy.
In New Orleans, oh yeah, it was.
No, it's funny. You can end up so far away from where you originally started in New Orleans.
You can.
This.
Oh man, I love New Orleans. I've got friends down there who.
Every Uber driver I've ever had has been so cool.
Yeah, it's one of the best cities. I mean, if you can deal with the smell,
it does constantly smell there.
It smells because it's a sea level thing. It's just you're literally in swamp.
You are.
So you just got to deal with the stench. If you can deal with that, the best way to deal with it is go to Bourbon Street, right?
Exactly. Exactly.
Head over to the quarter and you won't smell anything. Yeah, it's great.
Right.
But let's take a break. We've got National Calendar Day that we've got to get to, and we've got a video for that. So stick around here on Mornings on Main Street. We'll be right back after this.
This is Eric Berner with Rockcastle Wealth Advisors. I help people in the pursuit of making their money live as long as they do. People hire me because I use a customized, individualized, and personal approach for the person I'm working with. Everyone's situation is different. If you've lost a spouse or a parent and want to make sure your inheritance is utilized and does not just disappear, I can help with that. Call me at 615-235-1058 or email eric@rockcastlewealth.com.
This is attorney Bart Durham, and this is me. I'm Aaliyah. Keeping in good physical condition is really important to me. But when I had a wreck with a tractor-trailer truck that hurt my legs so bad I couldn't work for almost a year, I knew I needed a lawyer that understood tractor-trailer cases. So I called Bart. Bart gets millions of dollars for his clients every year.
At Bart Durham Injury Law, we've handled hundreds of tractor-trailer cases.
My dad and I want to help. Give us a call at 615-242-9000.
Hit After Hit has become the baseball store in Tennessee. They have over 1,000 different models of gloves and over 1,500 wood bats. They also have several Iron Mike pitching machines as well as a Hit Tracks machine. If they don't have it, you probably don't need it. We're proud to call Hit After Hit the official shirt provider of the Plaster and Friends Celebrity Bowling Night.
This holiday season, the largest lantern event in the country returns to Nashville Zoo. After sunset, come see more than 1,000 Chinese lanterns. All new designs including mythical beasts, a fantastical North Pole village, even a dragon soaring over your head. Welcome back to Zoo Illumination at Nashville Zoo. Bigger, brighter, and better than ever.
Jody Jones Dentistry can handle all your dental needs, from the basics to cosmetic procedures. All of this in the nicest dental facility I have ever seen. Jody has done it right. They're located conveniently at 55 Music Square East, and for an appointment, it's simple. Dial 615-259-5100 and tell them Plaz sent you.
For Dustin Timmons and Joey Donnelly, they welcome every opportunity to serve and satisfy their clients. Whether you are looking to build your dream home or renovate your current home, their team will ensure that every client and remodel is unique, luxurious, completed on time, and within budget. Contact them today to set an appointment for a free consultation or to view some of their completed projects by logging on to DonnellyTimmons.com.
Oh, yes. A beautiful day here in downtown Nashville. Oh, look at that bird flying across there. Birds flying high. You know how I feel.
You know how I will feel about that.
It is a beautiful day, man.
It is. It is. Come on, drop for it.
A beautiful day for a neighbor.
I don't know how to restart it. We're stuck on the filing part.
Look, you can even, there's even a guy on the top of the gray line today.
It's that.
A couple of folks.
Exactly.
This guy's got his hood up though. He is prepared.
That is the best music ever.
Yeah, that guy was prepared. He had his hood
Hey,
up and everything.
They could go inside, but you know what? No one.
I mean, I got this hood. I might as well use it while I can.
Right, exactly. It's a little
I've got this hot coffee.
He buys his baby. Let's go.
Good to go. Well, today is National Pledge of Allegiance Day, Justin, in case you weren't aware.
I wasn't.
It's also National Chocolate Candy Day.
Oh, that's great.
And National Card Playing Day. You do you do a lot of card playing at the holiday?
I would. I feel like I would do some card playing. Not invited to a lot of card playing circles.
Oh,
I think it's sort of like a community that I need to plug myself into that I just haven't yet.
So Sarah specifically really, really likes to play. We have a card game that we call it's called Hand and Foot, but we just call it Foots.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like canasta. And I know you have no idea what that is either.
No idea.
But for those of you who do know what canasta is, it's very similar. You have two hands of like 13, and you have to get like books of matches. So you have to have like you play with however many people are playing. You play with one more deck than that. So if you have 4 people playing, you have 5 decks of cards. And so like you are just holding cards because you draw 2 and discard 1. And then you have it's a whole thing. Like it's a lot of fun though. We have a lot of fun with it.
Is it a fast game? You play fast paced?
No. This is there are 5 total hands in the game.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously at the end, it's kind of you have points. You have a points for
so it's a lot
books.
Of pairs and stuff.
Well, you have to get 7 of a set of a number. There's no runs. It's just a set of numbers.
Oh, it's just set. So I played Phase 10 a lot with my sister.
Oh, I love Phase 10.
Me too, man. Big fan. Yeah, we used to play it every night, like before Christmas because we couldn't sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that stopped though. She's mean.
Yeah, when Santa started drinking.
Yeah. We were like, "What's that?" And then he left beer, and the whole thing.
Good stuff.
Drinking that.
Oh man. Well, but you know what else it is? It's also it's a national. December is the national month for something, and so we're gonna let them tell you what today or this month is on National Calendar Day.
To December 28th on the National Day calendar. More charitable donations are made in December than in any other month. Yes, it's probably because people need a tax deduction, but it also comes at a time of the year when some folks need help the most. There's still time to make a difference by donating an old or unused vehicle during National Car Donation Month. Most charities make the process as simple as possible, and in some cases the car doesn't even have to run. If you don't have a card to give away, you can still help by spreading the word on social media. And if your neighbor still doesn't take the hint, you can etch "Donate Me" in the dirt on the windshield of his old jalopy. I'm Marlo Anderson with the National Day Calendar. See you again tomorrow as we celebrate every day.
Every day. Love that guy.
I love that guy. He's fantastic, man. But yeah, so don't donate your old car.
All right, cool. Which one, right? Which whip?
Which one of these can I just live without?
Yeah, exactly. Let me bleep 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 bleep.
No, I get it. I mean, it is interesting though. I mean, think about the tax write-off you're gonna get.
Dude, you know what I can't stand though? And it's not even their fault. It really isn't. But that Cars for Kids commercial.
I don't watch commercials.
Well, it's on the radio, right?
Oh, I definitely don't listen to the radio.
1877 Cars for Kids. You ever heard that?
Cars for Kids. No, I haven't.
Oh man, you're a lucky guy.
Clearly, because
it's the
worst.
worst.
Doesn't sound fun at all.
It's the worst. No, it's the worst. And I actually just saw a physical commercial not too long ago. I thought it was just on the radio. and they're acting like they're playing instruments, and they're just not, Chris. They're just not. And it's upsetting.
They're just out there faking it,
being
fake it
phonies.
That's what I say.
If they what?
Fake it till you make it.
Absolutely. Drizzy did that. He rapped it.
We all have.
Yeah.
I'm still faking it. I've still not made it. So I'm every day faking it.
Me too. As long as I can fool the people around me, those closest.
So I'm looking forward to today. We have on Main Street Sports today because I gotta bring up Luka Doncic.
What do you do?
60, 20, and 10.
Last night?
60 points, 20 boards, 10 assists.
That's wild. I like this.
Barely won.
They barely won?
Yeah, they won like 123 to 121 or something like that.
So I doubt you have a Newport and all that. So I doubt you play video games, right? Anymore. Probably not as much as you used to, or if you did it all. I've been recently playing 2K a lot. And Luka's very hard to play with. He's got zero redeeming qualities. His shot is like, he doesn't get up very high when he shoots, which you'd only notice on 2K. So, I mean, I don't want to break the news here, but he's just not good.
That's interesting.
I know.
How do you have a player who's as good as he is and they're not good in the video game?
That's what I'm saying. It's so frustrating.
Doesn't make any sense.
I got a 95 of him, and I was like, he's not good. Like, he's just not.
That's wild.
He doesn't shoot over anybody.
Well, the only video game that I play at all right now is I'm still playing NCAA Football 13.
Yes, that's perfect.
And it is. It's the only one that because I'm in the middle of a road to glory that I started at Mount Pleasant High School, and of course won the Tennessee Tito Leslie State Championship. Of course.
And
they play the state championship game at Neyland Stadium, which is dumb because that's not where they play it. But whatever.
We'll let that one slide.
We'll let it slide. But right now I'm in my sophomore season at Vanderbilt, and I am just killing it, dude. Like I've already beaten Ohio State at Ohio State. Like quarterback, of course,
yeah.
I gotta have the ball every play. I can't be a running back or something and just let them.
You got to touch it. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I got to touch it every time.
Yeah,
because I already don't get to control the defense. That's the worst part about Road to Glory is you don't control anybody but your own player.
Right.
So it's the worst. But anyway,
dude, can you imagine how awesome the game's going to be when it comes out?
Oh, I cannot imagine. It's going to be so much fun. I'm looking forward to it. Just like I am today. Again, a lot of great sports topics on our show, Main Street Sports Today. George Plaster at 4:00, and of course, entertainment, news, all the cool stuff coming up on Main Street Today with Devin O'Day right after this. So please don't go anywhere. Stay here on Main Street Media TV. It's going to be a fantastic day all around. But Justin, have a good one. I'll see you later today. For you guys, we'll see you tomorrow at 10:00 right here on Main Street Media TV and Mornings on Main Street.
See y'all.